Awesome! Another enchanted book. This is far better than anything I could have imagined. So yeah, we've got quite a few books. I've got some fish. I've got some other stuff done around here. So let's just jump into a few updates before we get into what we're going to do today. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and preface you. It's not going to be a whole lot because it is the holidays. I'm trying to get things done and I want you guys to enjoy time with your family. So this would be a short, quick, and sweet episode just to fill in some time between your holiday shenanigans. Okay, well, we can go ahead and toss in our fishing loot right in here. Now we'll get an appropriate storage system maybe down at the docks down there. We also need to think about creating an enchanting setup in the near future, like a little library, a little nook, or like a tower or something. Yeah. Oh, I did this. This is a new wall because we had such a steep hill there, and our building's going to go on top. So I thought that I could make some sort of gradient. And these blocks kind of all have, people, you probably heard this before, but tuff does have some green hues to it. It's kind of a green gray. So the gradient works out. The gradient, oh my goodness. Well, I couldn't help myself on that one. But it's got a lovely gradient from the dark grays into the kind of subtle gray, but then back into the green. I think that looks pretty good. I didn't intend on building any. These ducks are a little annoying. I didn't plan on building a retaining wall here, and this may not be what sticks, but I like it, I think. It's just good practice, I guess. So since last time I said I would get some of the barn done, I didn't really do anything from an interior perspective. I did add a couple paddocks here, or pens and entrances to what is now the grazing pasture, and we've got a lot of work to do here. I've gotten a bunch of moss, and I've done some hidden light sources and stuff. I've got a nice watering trough over here, and we have our two little buddies, you two, that we found out in the wild that we brought back. And actually, this is perfect timing because I haven't even tried to use, hello there, I haven't tried to use the new breeding mechanics. So let me see what I can do. Let's head out real quick. Also, how beautiful are these sconces? They're kind of like they take torch and a couple iron nuggets, and they're just kind of like a little basket of fire without the smoke. I think the smoke just kind of makes everything messy. So let me go ahead and let's grab a couple of these, and let's see what are you doing? Let's see what we get here. Beautiful brown cow. And oh, it's a copy and paste. T0P0. Welcome, little buddy. We'll go ahead and give you a little feeding. I wanted to see how this trough worked. Is what I actually got this out for. So I think if I click on this, here we go. And I just put some of that in there. Will you guys eat out of that? Interesting. Maybe they only eat out of it when they're hungry. We may have to put a couple around here and see what happens. It seems like they may not come in here, so they might not get any use out of that. But let me go ahead and sleep real quick, and then I've got a small project and a lot of questions and comments to answer from the last couple of videos. So let me get a quick sleep, and I'll see you guys here in a minute. Okay, so what I wanted to get done today is I wanted to, excuse me? Why do you guys always talk back the minute I turn around? I don't like that at all. Okay, what I wanted to get to was this. Like I mentioned in the last episode, we are going to be building a nice little pond or some sort of, water feature. And, oh, I'm realizing some faults already, but we'll figure that out in a minute. So what I need to do is I've got a couple buckets, and we've got to fill this thing in, but I want to make sure that I get the redstone stuff first done. What I just said that whole sentence backwards. I want to get the redstone stuff done first. So in order to start that, I got a lovely shack over here, a little house. It was, it's kind of outhouse size for the sake of Minecraft blocks, but what I've got there is what I'm going to call the pump house. Now I've got a box here. I've gotten too used to shulkers, and I kind of like brought this stuff and set it here and thought I could just pick it up and walk it over there. But I'm now realizing that this is not a shulker. This is a box, K-Hug. We've got to quit getting used to that. I think I've got the inventory space, so let's just break it. And then I'll take you down beneath and show you what I found. So down in this little hole, we've got some target blocks below or above some pistons and a bunch of guys going into it. Now this is backwards actually, so I'm gonna get rid of this real quick. And I should have brought some filler blocks. Do I have anything? I don't. We're gonna have to, let me grab some dirt real quick and some stone so we can put this back together. All right, I've got some blocks. Let's not do that. Let's fill this in quickly. Just a few blocks. We'll go ahead and, yeah, that'll be fine. And now we gotta dig something over here. Now, let me get out of this real quick. I want to work some more time. I want to do some more workshopping, I guess, on this bridge. I haven't decided if I want it to be canopied, just open aired. I haven't really decided what to do with that yet, so we're gonna bypass that for now. But this is what I'm gonna call the pump house. Welcome to the pump house, the valve house, the on-off button. All I want to do is, I guess, we've got to kind of decide the function of this room. I think we'll get rid of this. Okay, if I get rid of that, and we place some sort of table here, which I guess maybe we can do a crafting table with a lever on top. Oh no. What on earth is going on here? A crafting table in here just to get rid of some inventory space for the time being. I think we could, we could build it out a little bit. I think we'll get some more of these slabs and stairs and we can just kind of fill in the bits here. But for now, we'll leave it like that. So I like that, but we've got to figure out the redstone in here. And I don't have any trapdoors. Some trapdoors would be nice, but we don't have them for now. So let's go ahead and, yeah, we're going to have to do this backwards. Where on earth does this tie in? All right, well, I've definitely made things more complicated than they needed to be. We need to definitely run a few, probably repeaters, to get the pulse to extend. How many was that? Okay, that's about the max there. And I think if we do that, we should have enough to climb our way up. Let's go ahead and let's sturdy some of this up. I think it's a little weak if you just put it on top of dirt. So if we put in a couple blocks here, it doesn't really matter, but for the sake of my knowledge, we'll fill that up like that. Now, if we crawl out of this hole and be careful that no creepers in the area ruin our efforts, looks like we're good to go. I added in a slab and a stair here. It just kind of breaks up this wall a little bit. And then I put in the trapdoors in here, which are definitely going to move when I turn this off and on. That's fine. Okay. So all we need to do now is look that the damn doors are closed, meaning these stairs are up against the grid irons there, the iron grates. Now, if I flick this lever, they should hopefully all be down. Oh my goodness, did we do it first try? I think that's it. Okay, now we've got to do the hard part, and that is fill this thing full of water. I'm a bedrock player, which means I would have to bring in a block or a water source for every single one of these. And in bedrock, you can't fill above water, so you would have to fill this whole thing in with dirt, do the top layer, and then dig out the dirt down. Thankfully, we're in Java, and I think it works a little differently around here. Let me grab some water. I've got one bucket, but we need one more, so we can head down here and grab some water. And now, hopefully, with our 2 buckets of water, we are good to go. I should probably close that. Hold on, let me close that real quick. Well, that's one way of closing the door. So if I put a bucket of water there and a bucket of water there, that should have made this one a source block, and I should be able to make my way around. Kind of. I think you have to, oh, there it is. Okay, so it does work. So all I need to do now that I have a source block is just repeatedly, oh, you're drowning. Repeatedly replace them around the edges, and it should fill in the middle. So on the next layer up, I should be able to just fill along here, and it should spill all the way across. That's my thought anyways. Hopefully that's how it works. While we dish out this water, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize the kind and helpful comments you guys have left on the last couple episodes of this modded series. Everything from helpful tips to additional mods, and actually having you ask me for more advice has really warmed my heart. So this is a quick shout out to Shadow, who commented on the last episode, who left me, I think, 4 things that he would like to hear more about. And I picked out my 2 favorites, and actually the 2 that I felt most attached to, and that was opinions and investing in what matters. Every opinion we hear matters because it reflects someone's unique perspective. But here's the thing, not every opinion is truth. Opinions can inspire us, they can challenge us, or even nudge us in new directions, but they don't define who we are unless we let them. The key is learning to separate the helpful from the harmful, the noise, the static from the wisdom. So here's the deal. Opinions are like Minecraft creepers in a sense. They're everywhere. Sometimes they explode in your face, but not all of them are worth losing your diamonds over. And this ties closely to the investment aspect and what truly matters. It's so easy to let the weight of others' opinions pull us in every direction, spending our energy on things that don't align with our values. But when we pause and ask, what matters to me? We start to see the path more clearly. Investing what matters means focusing what brings joy, fulfillment, and purpose to your life. It means nurturing your passions, building meaningful relationships, and staying true to your vision. It also means letting go of the need to please everyone, because not every opinion deserves a place in your heart. When we focus on what matters and stand firm in our own truth, we create something incredible, a life filled with intention and authenticity. Opinions will always swirl around us, but we get to choose which ones to hold on to and which to gently let go. So I challenge you to embrace it. Listen to others, but remember to always trust yourself. Invest in little things that light you up inside, and don't let the noise of the world drown out your truth. In doing so, you'll find a life that's not just busy, but meaningful. So go ahead and take a moment to pause and reflect. And while you're paused, go ahead and like the video and don't forget to subscribe. But what truly matters to you? How can you invest in it today? The things we pour our hearts into grow. It's like watering a plant, and they shape the life that we want to live. That may be one of the most satisfying things I've done in Minecraft in a long time. The water in Java being able to spread evenly and on a horizontal axis is absolutely phenomenal. Now, this is the finished product. Now, there's some things that I want to do. I want to spruce up some of the ground covering. Like, obviously, the bottom of a pond is not just mud and grass. There's some stones, maybe some old tree branches, some rocks and stuff like that. So I want to add some life to this pond. Like I said, all the buildings in this series are going to be very, very detailed and very unique in their own way. So I want to continue to develop this. Like I said, there's going to be a retaining wall on the inside here. I think a nice little pier or a dock so we can do some fishing. We need to figure out what we want to do for the bridge. But most importantly, we've got to figure out if the dam is going to work. So it's over to the pump house, the valve house, the lever hut, whatever we want to call this thing. It is going to flood this entire valley. I did make, yeah, there's one trough here, but everything else is just going to flood the valley, which is fine. We're just going to lose a bunch of this grass. And I would like to see actually where the water naturally goes. It may not be far enough to even leave this first contour, this first elevation, but we'll see. Let the gates be opened. The gates should have opened. Yes, water is flowing, and there it goes. But that's kind of it. Which is, I guess, kind of what I expected to happen, is somehow this ended up being exactly the right amount of block. If I broke, you know, these two, it would have been a much different story. So yeah, we've got the flow going down, and you can see that the natural flow of the water is to that over there. But what I want to do is I'm going to design a creek. We'll have a little pond here. I think I'm going to drop this down a little bit. We'll put a little pond here that retains water from a slow trickle from the overflow of the pond, and then a small stream heading down. But when the gates open, I want that stream to heighten gain in size, gain in elevation, and I think we can do some of that with some dispensers, some buckets of water, and a whole lot of redstone magic. All right, let's find a quick place to put away all of our junk. We are really bad about storing stuff. We've just kind of got a hodgepodge mess of whatever fits. If it fits chips for low flat rate, that's what we got going on here. I'm gonna keep some dirt just in case we need it for any sort of building things. We got to keep our bed, of course. For sleeping at night, we don't need the lever. Don't need the extra chest. We need to put the chest somewhere where they're useful. And I think that's about it. But I have one little surprise. With all the fishing we've been doing, I ended up with a saddle, which is awesome. This means that we can put reliable to the... Oh no. Oh no, hold on. I need something else for... You've got eyeballs. The cows are dancing. We've got dancing cows. They're embarrassed. I'm sorry. Do the cows have... The cows have... Why does this donkey look absolutely cursed? Buddy, what is wrong with you? I mean, if you're in shame, you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to. Maybe I'll go get a horse. You rest. I saw a guy, there we go. I saw a guy nearby, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this horse. It's gonna stick with the donkey, but he doesn't looking too hot. Are the horses, oh. It might be worse on a horse. That is so spooky. I'm gonna have to guess that something's wrong with the mod pack somewhere. Now where is that dancing cow? They get embarrassed every time I see them, they stop. Every time I look at them, they stop. They know. You know what you're doing. All right, buddy, old pal. I know you're not feeling the best. You're not looking the best. But I'm ready to go for a little ride. Actually, I just put those chests away, so let me find out where I put those. This is what I'm talking about. Here we go. And I think I should be able to just right-click you. Wait, how does that work? Oh, you just right-click. Nice. So we've got some more inventory slots. Let us ride off onto the sunset. Well, like I said, this was going to be a short and sweet episode. So as the end of the episode nears and the end of the year comes to a close, I just want to take a moment to thank you for your incredible support. Whether you've been here since the beginning or you just joined, your kindness and encouragement mean the world to me. So, wishing you a joyful holiday season filled with warmth, laughter, and all the little things that make life special, like Minecraft. Take care of yourselves, enjoy the magic of this time, and I can't wait to see you guys here in the new year for more adventures. As always, stay crafty, stay courageous, and stay beautiful. Goodbye. Say goodbye. Will you say goodbye? I'm so sorry. Bye.